Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Today is Monday, April 13th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What's Sold on eBay. Just like every week, guys, we're going to go on a walk through Instagram and look at our photos from each day at shipping time, just to give you an idea of the volume that we're doing right now currently. And then we'll jump over to eBay, where I have picked out some highlights from the week to show you guys from our sales. So we'll jump right on in with what you're looking at right now. That is today's shipping photo. We had 49 packages go out today. So we had 45 eBay sales, 3 Poshmark, and 1 on Macari for the weekend. Really good weekend for us. It's not record breaking, but it's really, really good. So we're happy with our sales this weekend. The last weekend was a different story. It really was a record breaker. We had 60 items sold, 59 of those, we had 60 items and 59 packages. 58 eBay and 2 on Poshmark. And then Tuesday we had 15 all eBay. Wednesday, we had 10 packages go out, 9 eBay and 1 Poshmark sale. Thursday, we had 8 packages, 7 eBay sales, and 1 direct sale of a plush horse that one of our viewers, the artist Cassandra on Instagram, had seen on a haul video. And so you guys, just so you know, if you ever do see anything on a haul video, reach out to me. I'm very willing to sell things directly. Give you guys 15-20% discount because we're not paying fees. It works out for everybody. So if you ever see anything you're interested in, just let us know. And go ahead and follow the artist Cassandra on Instagram. She's a pretty cool cat. All right, guys. Friday, we had 19 packages, 18 eBay sales, and 1 Poshmark. Here comes a train. All right, let's jump down here to the plush. We'll start with the plush, just like always, because they're my favorite. And I have pulled out every single plush that sold all week long, so you can see all of them. This sock monkey actually sold yesterday. So it is an Easter bunny plush, so cute. But it sold on Easter. So somebody's given a late Easter present, maybe. There's a tear in our paper. You can see it right there. This guy is really cute. He didn't have a brand. You can see that his tush tag was missing, and I put that in the listing. I disclosed that he doesn't have a tush tag and that he didn't have a brand. He still sold for $9.99. Now, if he had had a brand, I probably would have gotten a lot more for him. I've gotten 16, sometimes 20 or more dollars on certain sock monkeys, but sock monkeys are definitely something you should be looking for. And he was only 50 cents at the Goodwill, so he sold for $9.99 and shipped first class. Here's another 50-center guy from Goodwill. He's a Disney, from Disney Junior, from Sheriff Callie's Wild West. This is Toby the Cactus. He is a mouthful. He sold for $10.30 and shipped first class. Then we have this Pokemon. He is from Nintendo. So he is his tag. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to read it. Nintendo. And he's in a trademarked. That's the word I'm looking for. So when you sell these Nintendo or these Pokemon plush, guys, just make sure the tags say somewhere Pokemon or Nintendo, just to protect yourselves. These are known to be reported or pulled if you're selling something that doesn't look legitimate or licensed. So just double check your tags. Pokemon are always a good thing to pick up. This is Arbok, the snake, and he was 50 cents. He sold for $16.88 and shipped first class. Here we have a really pretty Build-A-Bear. She is a pink camouflage. Nice looking bear. 50 cents at the Goodwill. I took a best offer on this because I had made a mistake on the listing in my favor for once. Typically, if there's a mistake on a listing, it's something that should have had calculated shipping on it and didn't, and then it goes for free ship. and we either, make less profit than we wanted to, break even, and sometimes we even had to eat the fees. But this bear had shipping on it, and it shouldn't have. It actually was charging calculated shipping at £2. So I don't know if this was a mistake I made, if I was going too quickly and doing sell similar, and maybe I had another Build-A-Bear that weighed that much. I'm not quite sure what happened. But anyway, they sent me an offer of $15. It was up for $19.99, and I immediately saw that it was charging them shipping. So I definitely accepted the $15. This was like a 13-ounce bear. It should have been up for $19.99 free ship, first class. So we did ship it priority, even though it weighed under a pound, because 1, the buyer paid for it, and 2, if you sell something with priority shipping on it, even if it was a mistake and it weighs less than a pound and it can go first class, that's considered a downgrade, and that's not something you should do. You can always upgrade your buyers, that's fine. If you want to ship something priority or end up weighing it and finding out you have to ship it priority and it had sold for first class, they'll get it faster and in many cases give you good feedback. But if they buy something with priority on it, they're getting an estimated delivery time of 2 to 3 days for that priority. If you downgrade to first class, it could take longer to get to them, and then you're looking at an upset buyer. So we just waited in and paid priority on the 14 ounces it came out to once it was all bagged up, instead of first class. But yeah, they did definitely pay for it. And this was also a global shipping program, international sale. So that was pretty cool. All right, we have Dandy's Collector's Choice Rabbit, another Easter sale. This has 2016 on its foot. So don't be afraid to buy these animals with the dates on them. You guys have seen my Christmas bears in the past, and this rabbit. I've got a lot of like holiday themed plush that have these dates on them, and they still sell. So don't be afraid of them. This one sold for $17. It came from the Goodwill. I believe it was 50 cents, maybe 99 cents. Shipped first class. Then we have a Hallmark Lullaby Lamb. And it does play music. And it was 50 cents at the Goodwill. I accepted a best offer of 20 on it, and it shipped first class. This Boyd's Bear Bunny that looks like a Easter egg came from a yard sale a couple years back. It was one of the ones where I bought like over 70 plush from one person, and each plush came out to like 70 cents a piece when you figured it out. And the Disney ones I got from him had sold really, really fast, and they paid for the lot. So now they're just pure profit. So I took 13 on this bear. I want to call it a bear. It's a Boyd's Bear Rabbit. I took a best offer of 13 on it, and it shipped first class. But you can see that still, like you saw last week, Easter plush are selling. Here we have a Neopets. You guys, Neopets are something you should definitely be picking up if you find them. Neopets are typically very small and usually weigh 1 to 3 ounces to ship. They're very small. They're very cheap to ship, very easy to store. I paid 50 cents for this one, and it sold for $11.99 and shipped first class. Right, that was it for the plush for the week. So now we're going to get into some clothing. But before we do that, I did want to show you this outfit. This is not technically a plush, but we'll count it as a plush. So this is a Build-A-Bear outfit. I just showed you guys this in the last plush haul I did when I bought the over 100 plush from one of our viewers. And a lot of the animals had outfits on them. And as I was showing you the haul, if you haven't seen it, I'll have it pop up at the end. It's a good watch because there's like 100 plush in that video that I go through in the haul, and I kind of talk about why they're good to look for, what's good to source as far as plush. But as I was pulling them out of the bags, if they had clothes on them, I was taking the clothes off of them in the video and explaining to you guys, again, to sell your Build-A-Bears naked. I know I say that all the time, but if you've never heard me say that before, sell your Build-A-Bears naked. Take their clothes off and sell them separately, and sell the animal separately. Unless it's a themed animal that clearly that outfit makes the animal the theme that it is. but most times you can sell the outfits for quite a bit. This outfit sold for $12. I accepted a best offer of $12 on it. It weighed 2 ounces to ship. So now I've made profit on this, and the animal it was on will go for like $18. So you'll end up making more money that way. So my rule is to strip your Build-A-Bears and sell them naked. And this one actually sold really quick too. I wanted to mention this. I listed the outfits from that lot on Friday, and this one I got the offer in Friday night. So pretty fast. All right, now let's get into some jeans. These Not Your Daughter's jeans sold for $16.92, but they also had shipping on them. So you guys know typically we always do free shipping on our jeans, and we just build it into the price. Sometimes if jeans have been sitting around for a while, I'll mix it up a little bit, and I'll drop the price by $7.50 or $8, and I'll charge shipping on it. And sometimes they'll move that way. It's really weird. I don't understand people. Generally, the mentality is free shipping is what they're looking for. They want something for free. But sometimes if jeans just don't move for me, I think maybe the price looks too high or whatever, I'll drop the price by $8, and then I put $8 shipping on it, and they'll sell. So these sold for like right around $24 and some change after they paid shipping and everything. And you guys know Not Your Daughter's Jeans is a good brand. It's nice bread and butter. These were a size 4. Alright, so then we have these chef's work pants. Guys, uniforms are all the rage. You want to look for scrub tops. You want to look for scrub bottoms. With those, you want to be careful. There's only particular brands that you really want to look for that will sell for a bit of money or quickly. And prints are really important when it comes to scrubs. You want to look for like Disney, pop culture characters, just really cute, unique things. And then you want to be careful of the brands. But scrubs do really well. Security guard uniforms. We have sold postal uniforms before. Chef pants like this. They have chef shirts and tops and aprons. Just anything that's like a uniform. Grab it and pick it up. They usually do pretty good. These were an extra large, and they're by Chef Works. And they were 99 cents at the Goodwill. And I accepted a best offer of $19 on them. And I believe they went in a padded flat. Yes, they did. This Marvin the Martian letter holder or CD storage rack. I think it could be both, so I put both in the title. I picked this up at a yard sale for only $1. And it was really heavy, so I did put calculated shipping on it. It weighed almost 2 pounds just on its own. It's been around for a couple of months. With these things like this, you're just looking for the right adult who's willing to spend $20+ including shipping on something like this. Marvin the Martian stuff usually does really well. It just seems to be pretty long tail. Marvin the Martian, Sylvester, Tweety Bird. For me, those seem to be in Taz, like the most popular, like Looney Tune characters. Anyway, this sold for a best offer of $18.75, and then they paid the shipping for it. We just wrapped it in bubble wrap and put it in a box. Sent it on its way, priority. 511 tactical pants. These came out of a thread-up box. They had some damage going on, some things wrong with them. You can see right there, there's like a mark. And another mark there. I just disclosed all the damage and listed them for $18.74. These were $1 and some change out of the thread-up box. I had a pair of men's 511 tacticals before, and those sold for a lot more. They were a lot bigger of a size, and they were in really good condition. But I always would pick these up if I see them. This is only the second pair I've ever had, and I've never found them in the wild. This came from thread-up. The men's pair came from a box we bought wholesale from someone that was going out of business, getting rid of their inventory. But if I found them in the wild, I would definitely pick them up. These, again, kind of fall into the uniform. I mean, they are uniform pants. From what I understand, medics wear these sometimes. I think I've heard that security guards wear these, medics. They can just, they're versatile. So if you find 511 tactical pants, Just put uniform in the title, utility, and when they're in really good shape and really good sizes, they do sell for a lot more. These were only a size 2 and they had some damage, but I was happy to take $18.74. They did ship in a padded flat. Here's just another example of some Not Your Daughter's jeans. These are capris, size 14. And they sold for a best offer of $18.99. And I believe they shipped in a padded flat as well. Nope, yep, the padded flat. Sometimes capris go first class, not these ones. So these are some Jessica Simpson jeans. I don't source this brand anymore, so I am not endorsing this as a bolo or something y'all should be looking for. This is a brand I used to source. I don't anymore. It's here as an example of a mistake that I made. And I did have to drop the price a whole bunch to get them to move. You can see I charged $8 shipping on them. These went into our denim clearance. We actually have a category in our store called Denim Deals, which is where I throw all the denim I'm just really trying to get rid of. I drop prices super low. I put $8 shipping on them and just try to get them out of there. It's typically things that have been around for a very long time or mistakes I made, stuff I shouldn't have sourced. So they went for $16.35 at the end of the day and shipped in a padded flat. But at least we got our money back and a little bit of a profit. These Calvin Kleins have been around forever, but this is an example of a different kind of mistake or thing I did. So these had bad pictures. So I ended the listing, pulled them out of our inventory, redid the pictures, put them back up, and they sold within a week. So they were really old. A lot of our older jeans listings from when Star didn't know what the heck she was doing. I used to have just like this picture here. And then I would have another picture of the back, but like this with the legs folded up and then just the tags. I didn't have the full-length photos like this. And I think that's part of the problem of why some of our older jeans just never moved until I discounted them very deeply. But I think I've mentioned to you guys what we were doing was going through some of our really old stuff that's been in clearance or on auction, just really old. And if it was absolute super duper poop, we were just pulling it, deleting the listings. And we have boxes that we're filling up in our foyer that are meant to go to Goodwill back when everything's back open. But some of the stuff we're pulling and ending the listings. It's not super duper poop. We're just like, maybe it was just bad photos. So we're redoing the photos and relisting them. And stuff is selling. The stuff we're doing that with, it is selling. It is moving. It's giving us a little bit of extra inventory, so to speak, because it's giving us stuff to photograph and relist. We're moving a lot of old inventory. It's selling quickly now. And we're getting more money for it by doing this than if it was selling on the auctions or in the clearances. So it's overall like a good plan. If you guys are getting really low on inventory and running out of things to do, look at your old stuff and see if there's anything you can end the listing, pull the item, re-photograph it, and relist it in place of, not having inventory. And these sold for $20.13. So, I had them on auction for like $4 plus 8 shipping. So I'm glad I pulled them and redid them. So that's just 2 examples of me discounting stuff. And then these Express jeans as an example of me picking up stuff that just looks cool. I don't necessarily look for Express. It's not that great of a brand. But these were 99 cents at the Goodwill. They were cool looking and different and unique. And they sold for $15.99, and I believe these ones shipped first class. So 99 cents into 16 on a first class is pretty good. And then we have a Tommy Bahama shirt, guys. This one's nice looking. It's pink. It's extra large. It's 100% silk, and it sold for $25.99. So that was a nice sale. I believe this Tommy Bahama came from Florida when we were visiting down there and was around $2.50 or $3. And it shipped first class. I got just a couple of little booty shorts to show you guys. We have been selling some shorts. Let me tell you, we have been selling some shorts. I just picked out a couple to show you, but a lot of them are moving. So if you have booty shorts laying around your death piles, get those booty shorts listed. So these are a brand called Click, and these came from a ThredUp box. Brand I'd never heard of. Didn't know anything about them, but they're really short. They're cut off. They're distressed. They're ripped. They're booty shorts. They got all kinds of stuff going on that makes them a very viable item to list. They sold within a couple of weeks of going up for $15.20, shipped first class. And then this Massimo shorts, new with tags, from the Goodwill for 99 cents. I love Massimo. It has a following. These were new with tags, so brought them home and sold them for $11.99, shipped first class. Then I sold a pair of these really nice silver jeans here. These are the kind of cute ones with the frog pockets and 3 buttons and flare legs going on. I don't know if you guys call those frog pockets. These little pockets up front here, when I was very little, my grandmother used to call them frog pockets because that's where kids would put their frogs that they caught in their frog pockets. So those are frog pockets. Anyway, these are nice looking. I want to say I got these at the Goodwill and paid $7 for them, but part of me is saying they came out of a ThredUp box, which would have made them only like $2 right around. So anyway, they sold for $48.45 and shipped in a padded flat. And you can see I did put bell bottom flare low rise in the title. The more I think about it, the more I want to say these did come out of a ThredUp. All right, Skechers. Y'all, these were free. No cost of goods. These were gifted to us to resell. And I busted the box. I'm awesome. So yeah, these were given to us brand new in the box. You can see the tags on the laces. It even has the tissue paper. We bring it home. I get it all photographed. Taking it upstairs to put it with the storage upstairs where we keep our inventory. Dropped them in the box, like tore and ripped. So I had to bring it back down, rephotograph it, and put it in the listing that, hey, the box is ripped because I'm starved. All right, so these were free to us, and when I initially listed them and comped them, I was looking at like 60 to 70, and then I added shipping on them. So when we got a best offer of 50, I rechecked the comps, and it looks like this is something that's just kind of gone down because the solds now are looking like 40, 45 with shipping. So I took the 50 because they paid the shipping in addition to that. So I took the 50. I mean, less eBay and PayPal fees. That's like right around $42 profit because they paid shipping and we had no cost of goods. So yeah, I took the 50. All right, let's talk about remotes real quick, guys. We sold 60 remotes over the past week. That's 60. We are now looking at a 1.22% sell-through rate, daily sell-through rate. It comes out to more like I think it was like a 5 or an 8% over the whole week. But we always look at stuff as the daily sell-through rate. Our clothing is typically 0.5% sell-through rate. Our plush is typically 0.02. Our plush is half of what our clothes are. I can math. But our remotes are 1.22%. So electronics should always be 1% or more. That's just where they sit. That's really normal and average. If you sell a lot of electronics and your sell-through rate is less than 1%, you may want to take a look at what you're doing, check your keywords and your photos and all that. But if you have remotes or any other kind of electronics and you're doing 1% sell-through rate, you're golden. Clothing is typically 0.5%. So if you're doing that or higher on used clothing, you're good. And then plush, again, is going to be your slowest because it's very, very long tail. So anyway, our remotes are doing really well, really well. We're actually selling more and doing better with them, which is good. Knock on wood. And then I just picked out a couple to show you guys like I always do, so you can just kind of keep in mind the ones that are going to sell for more money. This is a Panasonic CD audio. You guys can see it here and its model number. You can always go through our solds. Our store is public, So you can always go through and look at the remotes that we're selling and maybe get a notebook and take some notes on which ones you should be looking for. And this one sold for $17.99. Here's a Sony. There's the model number there. This is a CD player remote again. This one was $19.99. And this is Marantz. If you're fancy, it's Marantz. Marantz. It's very unique name. Easy to remember. We listed it at $42.18 and accepted a best offer on this one of $36. And then there's this Vizio. Again, Vizio is one you don't see as often. And this one is super duper unique and cool. You will remember this if you see it in the wild or you see it for sale online somewhere for really cheap. Someone racing to the bottom. Because it slides out like a BlackBerry. Y'all remember BlackBerries? Look, a keyboard slides out of it. It's so cool. I was really entertained when we had to pull this one for shipping. This is one of the ones I pulled out. And I was like, oh, look at this. It's so cool. There's a keyboard that slides out. So yeah, you guys can remember that one. It was listed at $40 and we took a best offer of $33.50. So that's easy to remember. The Marantz is a little more unique, but you know, if you ever want to look at some of the solds in our store, go ahead, get yourself a little notebook, make a little list of what you should be looking for. We can't go out sourcing right now, guys, but you can be online and maybe somebody's selling these for $5 free ship. It happens. I've seen remotes for $5 free ship. So if you want to do some online arbitrage or sniping, as I call it. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below how your sales are doing. Love to hear from you guys. Please hit the thumbs up before you leave. It really helps the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Help us feed all our hungry hippos. And hit the little bell so you'll be notified every time I put up new content. And if you need to get a hold of me, flippinhipposhelp@gmail.com. At flippinhippos on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And don't forget to join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. The link is down below. It's a wonderful group to be a part of. We have a lot of fun in there, a lot of great people, and we learn stuff too. So yeah, until next time, guys, go be productive, go make some money, wash your hands, and just take this time that we've been given to be productive and get some stuff done. Until next time, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.